waters. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. God saw that the light was good, and he separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first day.
He gets to talk with everyone, you know? I don't really believe he's completely rude.
Yo, Flows, what's up? It's good to see you all here. Thank you all for coming. I'm glad you all could make it on this awesome, fine evening. Well, we got Mr. Dislord in and PJ Cruikshank in as the Elements. How are you guys doing?
Oh,
Doing
good.
good.
Yo, fluffs and yo, bluffs, if there's any out there.
But it's good to see you guys. Thanks for coming. Yeah, tonight's going to be an exciting one. Joe Rogan and Ruslan.
Wow.
Yeah. Joe Rogan shocked by Christian flat earth conspiracy. Ooh. Sounds enticing, eh?
Let's see what words of wisdom he comes out with.
Should be interesting.
You'll probably say, I'll start reading the Bible while taking DMT. No.
But it's going to be interesting. We'll see what they're going to say. Because to me, it sounds almost like Joe Rogan's trying to say the Christians started the flat earth movement. So it's like a Christian...
Cult.
Yeah, conspiracy, whatever, but I don't know. If you know the history of flat earth cosmologies, then no, it came before Christians were even a thing, so yeah. Just gonna say hi to everyone in chat quickly. PJ Cruikshank, good to see you, mate. Michael Kahn, what's up, man? William Brackley, always good to see you. Jeff Conkle in the house, thank you for coming. Victoria, thank you for being here. Flat GPT, thank you for coming. Kanye West, hello, good to see you. Thank you for making the beginning. Anson Howard, hello. Don Logan, what's up, man? Thank you for coming. Oz, always good to see you too. Moxie, what's up? And then we got Space Miner, thank you for joining. It's glad to have you in. Jay Silver, good to see you. Thank you for coming. And LJ in the house as well. It's good to see you all here. If you guys haven't already, please hit that share button, hit the likes, as it does help the show to get out to a wider audience. I did pin Joe Rogan and Ruslan. Maybe they will one day want to talk to us actual flat earthers.
Yeah.
We'll see. Hey Rachie, good to see you. Thank you for coming. And Expedition Truth, what's up? So I got the poll going. I don't know why my computer did that. Put Christian with 2 A's for some reason. But anyway, yeah. 37. So anyway, Flat Earth is just a Christian conspiracy. Yes, 38%. No, 51%. No idea, 11%. So it's good to see the people at least clicking on all the buttons. So, are you guys ready to get this ball on the roll?
Yeah, let's
You know it.
The
But
Joe
what the
Rogan
wisdom that Joe Rogan's got.
The Joe Rogan experience. Woohoo!
Joe Rogan equates the flat earth movement with the true origins of Christianity, basically saying that is where it came from. The Bible is where the flat earth came from.
The Bible is where flat earth came from.
It's not where it came from, but you know.
No, it was written about in the Bible, but it's not where it came from.
But I just hear it says... But I don't hear that right. It's the Bible came from the flat earth. No.
Yeah.
No, that's definitely not right. I'm just going to change the speed to 1.5. Maybe it'll change their voices up a bit. Hey, Geometry Wombat and Delayed Choice. What's up, Spuddy? Always good to see you, man.
Let's get into this conversation. This is from episode 2039 with Michael Easter, and they get into the flat earth conversation. Very interesting stuff. Go ahead.
He took me, around the ISS and showed me the place over Zoom.
So he's talking about...
Okay, I think maybe we're going to make it on maybe slower. Because they talk fast. They're not like... Hey, Gio, what's up?
his friend that was in space, maybe an astronaut or something.
And Earth is life, hello.
Showing him through the space station and then out the window through Zoom or something.
Sounds like he's been
Yeah, it's not going to work. It's too slow.
He's been taking sleeping tablets for a couple
Okay, we're
weeks.
going to have to keep it normal. Just Rosalind, please don't copyright strike me, mate. Okay? And you're more than welcome to come and chat on my channel. It'll be actually great. Because he's just a normal Christian, global believer Christian, and I'm a flat earth Christian. So I think it would be quite cool if we can actually have a conversation sometime, see our different views on things. So I'm going
brotherly love, you know. That stuff.
So I will put the link for his video afterwards off the show in the description. Then I would like you guys please go click on it and let him know Flatzoid would like to talk to him. I think it'll be a great conversation. Hey Carl G, what's up? And we also have Duke Nukem in. Glad you guys can make it.
Spud.
Yes, Buddy Taylor.
So his friend was in space.
Yep.
Which is real.
Yep. Okay.
No,
Space is real.
no, it's not. You can keep saying that to yourself though. But okay, if you say it's real,
Has he ever seen it?
no, but he has seen CGI things of it and people like NASA pushing it. Movies. Have you watched the movie Gravity before?
Yeah.
Or
So
how about Star Wars?
Yeah.
Oh,
Seen that.
Yeah.
Must be the truth. Yeah.
So space must be real, even though it violates the second law of thermodynamics.
Well, if you see it in telly, then forget that natural law. You know?
That's crazy.
Who's there on?
And called him on Zoom and was showing him the Earth.
Yep. So he's describing it now.
Wow.
And then two, at one point he flips the screen and shows me the Earth. And at least in that instance, I can tell you that it was round.
Wow. You know that I can take my phone and turn it to a green screen now and have the Earth over the green screen, and you would think I'm having the Earth there, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe I can put, I don't know, a blizzard in the background and I turn it to the green screen. Look, you can see a blizzard. Does it mean I'm there in a blizzard? No. Really?
Crazy, huh?
Yeah.
And they use round again.
Round. Yeah, it's definitely round. I agree. Just not a globe.
Yeah. No. They really they use that. It must be a mind trick. They use that word, officially all the time.
It's a get out clause, isn't it?
It makes people think round is globe. It clearly works, and I don't get how that's the same in people's mind.
Yeah. Jay Silv, I'm glad you enjoy the channel, mate. Yeah, it does help. That's what I said. It does help to share the show, to hit the likes, because it does help to push the channel out to a further wider audience. So please do, if you are able to, on any platform, not just Facebook, YouTube, guys. Please do so. It will really be greatly, immensely appreciated. Yeah.
But he's right. There's a lot of shadow banning that going out there. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to get the truth out. It's. Do you know what I mean? You've got to really look to see who's punting the truth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Help us sort out.
But I see YouTube goes along and does like a weekly purge of my subscribers as well.
Go there.
I get like a whole bunch of subscribers, and then all of a sudden, in like 5 minutes, the next day I like lose 20 or 30 subscribers for no reason.
You've gone down by 20 again, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really weird. And then it stays there for like 2 days, and all of a sudden it goes up again, and then it goes back down again. Really weird.
That makes sense if it's the people who just comes in, and do the voting in the start. They just come in to vote the wrong thing, and
Yeah, but it's not like that. It
troll and
stays.
leave again.
But that's not the thing. My subscribers stay there for after the stream for a few days. This is like a weekly or every 2 weeks or something that this happens. On the same time, I just lose like 20 or 30 subscribers at one shot.
It seems like it is like a programmed thing.
It's really weird. And I've had so much people come and say, I just saw I'm not subscribed to anymore, or I'm not getting notified about your channel. It's like I just get automatically unsubscribed.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That does happen.
Hey, Price of Adam, good to see you, mate. Okay.
Maybe it's just a disc. Could be. That's what a lot of the in deep people think. They think it's a disc.
And
I think it's all a
good to see you,
religious
mate.
thing. They think that they're going off of some passages in the Bible where they refer to the firmament, and they refer to like they believe somehow there's like this dome over the earth, and that the stars just.
Why is he laughing?
Look at him.
Why is he laughing? I don't see what's so
They're
funny.
just- Yeah. That's just obvious mockery.
Vlad the Impaler. Ooh, that's interesting, Liam.
with his showmanship.
So he's like laughing because Joe Rogan's talking about the firmament, which the Bible specifically talks about. And I mean, Ruslan's supposed to be a Christian, so he's supposed to know about the firmament in the Bible.
Light.
Hold on. How does he know this much about this position?
You know, conspiracy theorists.
This man said he literally is reciting all the talking points of the Christian flat earthers, except the actual Bible verse, which...
What? No, he hasn't. Hey, Carl, well, good to see you. Thank you. You do know firmament is not flat earth based. Firmament is Christian based.
Yeah.
Ruslan, so...
That's all he mentioned was firmament.
Exactly.
With scriptures, but he never even mentioned what scripture. He said a few scriptures from the Bible.
Yeah. I don't. Wow.
I didn't hear any points of flat earth in there at all.
And by the way, Joe Rogan has been watching flat earth stuff before this Ruslan guy was even on the scene. So obviously he's going to know more than Ruslan about flat earth too.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Captain Crunch, because I'm not saying it's a flat earth thing. I just think there's some kind of bug with YouTube. Because even me, I've been just unsubscribed to some channels for no reason. Really does just happen.
He could probably track those down, but there's a whole thing of this. Like they talk about this, talk about the firmament, they talk about the dome, they talk about all these things over the earth, it being a disc. Wow.
It's just lights. And the reason why the moon landing is fake is because the moon is not real. I read that one today. I was like, oh,
what? No, that's false. The moon landing's not fake because the moon is... the moon landings aren't real because the moon's fake. The moon landings aren't real because you can't go to a light in the sky and it violates the second law of thermodynamics. That's why.
That's right.
Woo, this is crazy.
Yeah, I don't like Joe Rogan. He makes a lot of people, even people I know, think that he's for real, and he's telling the truth, and he's just gatekeeping, manipulating guy, just like he can get Elon Musk in all the time. Who can do that?
Yeah, exactly.
He's completely a part of the shit.
Yeah, flats. After his life said flats. Let's debate Southern Hemisphere.
Why?
Yeah.
How about we debate something that's actually more productive, like proving your curve?
Mm-hmm.
Boy. And then, some people think that stars are fake. They don't think space is real. They think it's all...
It's like we're living in the Truman Show. You remember the Truman
Oh,
Show?
yeah. That's
When
a
there's a
great
big
movie.
doom, and you're looking out, but you think you're looking at the sky, but it's all superficial, artificial light. And it's not that he's on an island; he's literally in a massive set.
Yeah.
That's kind of what this position holds to.
They think
It's like a big Mr. Beast video.
It's
all
like it's like a big Mr. Beast video.
Yeah, well, it is sort of like the Truman Show. You know where they say truth in plain sight?
Yeah.
That's what the Truman Show is practically about. Hey, Sovereign Soul, good to see you, man. Thank you for coming. And Debatable D, what's up? And I think I also saw someone else. If I haven't said hello, Johnny, what's up, man?
They think it's all a con by Satan or someone. And then that all these space agencies
Con by Satan.
are in cahoots with Satan.
What? That's a total misrepresentation, by the way. The heliocentric belief is a Satanistic religion. It is Masonic. But it doesn't mean they're in cahoots with Satan. It just means he's successfully successfully hoodwinked people.
Yeah.
Obviously, there has to be people in the high echelon that has to be part of it, like the astronauts, as we call astronauts, because they can't really go to space. They have to actually lie to the people. That's a different story. But when it comes to the normal people thinking they're actually building a satellite that's going to space, to them it's real. So yeah, it's totally different.
Oh, you're scared now. You're scared to debate Southern Hemisphere flights.
I just don't see the reason. It's going to be the same as what I did with Grayson. No, you making a claim about Southern Hemisphere flights. First of all, what's a hemisphere? It's globe-based. Secondly, you have to first provide your answers to show me you even know what Coriolis is, because I'm going to bring up Coriolis again, and we've definitely shown you have no idea what Coriolis is. So stop bothering me. If you want to bother me and you want me to actually start talking to you, send me super chats. How's that? I'm not going to bother my time with you anymore. Okay.
Which is really wild if you think about, like, did they deny satellite? Like, how much did they deny? Did they deny satellites? Like, do you believe in DirecTV?
Satellites. Okay. Show me a picture of a satellite in space, please. An actual picture. Has anybody seen a picture before of a satellite?
There should be plenty, shouldn't there? Allegedly orbiting the Earth and all that. There should be plenty.
It's crazy.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's... I love how they try and reverse the burden onto us the whole time. Oh, you don't believe there's a satellite or whatever, so prove. Well, what is up there? You know, they don't want us to replace. Well, how do you get signal, whatever.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, there's so much things we can come up with on why we get the way it is. We're just telling you there are no space satellites because space violates the second law of thermodynamics. Until you can demonstrate to us gas pressure existing indefinitely without containment, you have no argument.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
Yep.
FlatGB, yet Google photographs of satellite. No, it doesn't give you satellite images. It gives you little drawing cartoons, mate. Should we do it quickly just to show him?
Wow. You really don't think that's photographed, surely? He's obviously taking the piss, surely.
Let's see if we can find one, guys. Let's go look at these satellites in space.
Oh, it's a nice one, a Sputnik, isn't
Okay,
it?
let's count as we go down to find which one is a satellite. 1, no. 2, no. 3, no. 4, no. 5, no. 6, no. 7, no. 8, no. 9, no. 10, no.
No.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I'm sorry, I thought this was supposed to be thousands of satellites. I think we don't even have to count anymore. Why are they showing us all this CGI nonsense bullshit?
Plenty of cartoons if you're into drawings and stuff, then...
Not even one real picture.
Yeah, what's wrong with these people?
Not one.
I mean... Is it so difficult for their beloved ISS to even turn the camera and just take a photo of a satellite by them? Why is this so difficult?
I mean, there's so many orbiting Earth there, it's got an aluminium jacket, you know what I mean?
I mean, look at that other one we took last time that looks like a chicken coop.
A chicken coop
Oh,
with wings.
wow. That's crazy. Hey, Shadowban, what's up? And Riff Raff, good to see you, man.
Is that a satellite? Okay. Do you believe that the satellites are taking photos? Are they taking any? What about the weather patterns? What about their ability to discern weather patterns as they move across the globe?
You do know there's a whole bunch of balloons being sent up daily. Like thousands and thousands of balloons sent up daily, and those balloons are able to stay for months on end in the sky. There's actual video footage of those balloons. But are there actual video footages of satellites? No. So yeah, there's a difference between satellites in space and high altitude satellites like geocentric satellites and whatever, being able to take photos and look at weather patterns and stuff. But yeah, this is where I think they don't understand the difference between space satellites and what we actually have as called satellites in real life, in reality. Hey Glenn, what's up?
What about the flight patterns? What about the fact that you can actually track planes as they go around the globe?
I mean, the most.
It's just a joke. Track planes as they go around the globe is to say. No. There's parts of the ocean where there's no tracking at all. they have to actually do last location, and then it has to keep going through a pinging stage, as you could say, until it finally does come back into view. Why do you think you get some planes that just get lost over the ocean?
I don't know. I thought it was an oblate spheroid. I didn't think it was a sphere anymore. Thought it was like a pear.
Yeah. Rachel, I don't know if you saw those Starlink satellites. They actually showed them on balloons. I don't know if you saw that. It was actually funny. But yeah, it's not in space though. Wow, Anson Howard, thank you for becoming an Alpha Wolf. Really, really appreciate you becoming a member. You rock. And thank you everybody else for all my other members as well, and everybody that supports this channel financially. Without your support, this channel would get nowhere. So thank you very, very much. You guys rock.
Join the wolf pack.
You gotta give him a, you gotta give him a howl.
Oh, I'm a wolf. I'm a wolf.
There we go.
I'm a wolf. I think I'm a wolfy pack.
Yeah,
I'm a
you're a wolf, yeah. Thank you, Anson, again. Really appreciate it.
Egregious one is when they
Oh, yeah. December, because we're going down to the coast and stuff a bit. I'm trying to organize some extra data and stuff so I can still do some streaming at least down there. Obviously, I'm not going to stream every night. But I'll
what you did last, same as what you did last year. Put a few.
No,
premieres
last
there.
year, yeah, I'll probably put premieres, but I'm still going to stream though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I definitely want to stream it, but you know, do some things like Mitchell from Australia was on the beach,
Yeah.
just a chill flat Earth school.
That'd be cool.
So that's gonna be quite cool. Yeah, we can do some observations.
Do some live observations and that.
Yeah, show the globies how it's done.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's gonna be fun.
Absolutely.
repeatedly offered to fly folks from South America to Australia, and based on a flat Earth map, that would take I want to say over 10 hours, and you can like make the flight way shorter.
And then we talk again about Coriolis.
Yeah.
On your globe, if Coriolis existed, it would not be the claimed time that you want it to be. So either your Earth doesn't rotate and you can keep to those times, or it does rotate and then it doesn't keep to those times. Either way, you sit with a catch-22.
That's it.
Yeah, but they love to strawman, on the flat Earth map, it doesn't work with those times. And not understanding the maps they're showing are longitudinal and time maps. They're not distance maps.
That's
So
it.
totally not understanding the maps they're using is not only showing they are ignorant, it's also showing they're desperate to try and strawman something. It's crazy.
And they say that the way that's possible is that there's these like super fast wind currents that make that flight path possible.
No. That is the Geronites that say that nonsense, okay? The Geronites, the Glowbuster shill people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you don't push their nonsense onto the rest of us, Roslyn. Thank you.
Wait, Flatzoid, are you
Yeah.
you're using one of the Windows media players? I see.
Yeah,
Don't you
I
have the
downloaded
deal?
it. I downloaded it because I didn't want to have adverts.
No, yeah, I was just wondering. Don't you have VLC?
I did, but it started
it's- it's-
bugging out with me, and then I just took it off again because I love VLC. That and alcohol worked very well, but no,
VLC has
that
changed
does
for me too. I can't play certain formats now anymore.
Yeah, it's
and
weird.
That's very annoying.
Yeah, that's why I don't know. I've got no problem with media player. Works okay.
As long as it works. On my PC, that program is so slow, it's pissing me off.
I've got VLC. I've never used it before. I didn't even know what it's for. Is that the one with the coolant?
Yeah,
Yeah.
with a cone, yeah.
Yeah, I've got it. I didn't
It's
know.
very it plays videos very softly, I would say. You know, it
Oh,
doesn't use the computer's power much in the
Oh,
same
okay.
way as the media player.
At least I know. Right.
Okay, so we about 3 minutes into his video, and I still don't get how Joe Rogan is shocked by Christian flat Earth conspiracy. I don't understand.
Cool.
No.
And cut the time in half.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, what do you think about that?
So okay, so that's what Joe Rogan had to say. Now,
Wow.
we're kind of gonna dive into some of the
Ooh.
Christians.
Yeah, we're gonna Rob Skiba. Okay, this should be interesting. Now we're gonna get into some scripture. I'm really looking forward to this.
Wow.
Because one thing we've realized, especially when it comes to the Christians, the globe-believing Christians, they don't really jump into scripture, and when they do, they totally take it out of context, or they create their own scripture.
They can't use it. They can't use Genesis. They can't use any of it because it doesn't support their globe.
Exactly.
That actually believe this stuff.
Okay.
Okay, because I think it's important to have context.
So this is going to give us the Bible verses that they use to form this firmament position, correct?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
Guys right there. They, might know their own language. Call me crazy. I know that's insane for me to suggest such a thing. But these Jewish scholars who took their own Hebrew scriptures and turned it into their English version, the JPS Tanakh Bible, they said circle of the earth. They didn't say reeling, rocking, rolling, orbiting, spinning, globe, sphere, earth. They said circle of the earth. New American Standard, vault of the earth.
Yeah. All the translations practically get back to the same root word, meaning rakia. Solid, firm. Hey Barry Ross, good to see you, man. Sam, good to see you too. It's crazy. But yeah, this guy is a Christian globe believer, so he's probably just gonna how can I put the straw man and say, oh, expanse, it just means sky, but not looking
But then
at
he just read the round part, round,
Mhm.
you know,
But
and again the round is just ball for him.
But you see, that's the thing. They like to cherry pick one part of something, or they want to change the context of a word. That's why they don't like going to the Strongs, because you do go to the Strongs and you look at the roots, it does show it's a solid firmament, stretched out like a tent.
That's interesting. They threw the word vault in there. Jubilee's Bible, Jubilee Bible 2000 circle of the earth. King James 2000 circle of the earth.
Speaking of that, I just found out today that Joe Biden brought out his own Bible.
Wow.
Yeah. Hectic stuff.
Which kind of Bible was it, I wonder?
I don't know. Let me go check it out, because I heard it was. I was like listening today. David Wood and they were talking. They're saying Joe Biden's Bible. I was like, what?
Joe Biden's Bible.
The Bible of Lucifer.
Yeah, absolutely.
What is Biden's Bible? President Joe Biden's Bible dates back to 1893. He revealed the Late Show with Stephen Cole. It's been a family heritage. Okay, no. But there's one they said he brought out a Bible or something.
The hell? Yeah, that's the check.
Or I heard wrong. But they said there's a Bible. He wrote a Bible. I don't know.
He's old enough. He probably wrote it. He's Moses.
Sorry about that, guys. I'll have to go look further. But I heard it while I was looking. I was like, what? The crazy stuff.
Yeah, he's most certainly is not Moses. That's for sure.
American King James circle of the earth. American Standard Version circle of the earth. Dewey Rhymes Bible upon the globe of the earth. Oh, that's interesting. Dewey Rhymes.
Dewey Rhymes is a Mason Bible, by the way, guys. Remember, we already went through this as well.
The globe of the earth.
Yeah.
Wow.
Globe of the earth. I want to know how you can get firmament and say it's got anything to do with globe. It's totally contradictory in terms. So how do they translate it from vault or firmament, expanse, rakia to globe?
Yep.
It's a total mistranslation, that.
Oh, that would be following on the heels of the Copernican Revolution, so that doesn't really surprise me, especially since this is a Catholic Bible.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, it's a Catholic conspiracy?
That's a Catholic Bible, yeah. Like I said, Masonic. Exactly. Didn't you know that?
Yeah. He's saying everything post Copernicus or whatever.
Copernicus.
Okay, hold on. This is the part.
Yeah.
Theory of a heliocentric universe was well known at the upper strata of the Catholic Church in his lifetime. While he preferred his theories published after his death, he ultimately agreed to publish his manuscripts.
I find it very interesting that did you guys realize with the last Oktoberfest that they were doing it in a Masonic hall?
Yeah, that was just a bit behind it.
Why would you have your Flat Earth conference in a Masonic hall, and then they got all these Masonic signs everywhere, and even Mark Sargent wearing a type of Masonic CIA tops and stuff. It's like really crazy.
Yeah.
And then they want to know why we're calling them shills. I was thinking I want to do a shill kind of show again sometime. Talk about who's a shill and why they're shill and stuff. I did contact RV as well to see if they're interested to come on and we can have a chat about it. I think there's a few people I'd like to actually talk about and see.
He's got a few things to say about that hit piece, isn't he? So yeah, it'd be good to talk to Harvey.
Definitely. Because I think it's
maybe Brian Staveley as well.
Oh yeah, Brian as well. Yeah, because I think it's a good thing to be able to expose these shills that's coming up, because there's a lot of them that's infiltrated this the flat Earth community, and unfortunately because they so prevalent to in there, and they're the ones that's getting pushed for some reason, which already shows you it's red flag. When the people get into flat Earth, they see, look how stupid this is, and then they just get put off.
Right.
On the persistent appeals of high church officials, the necessity to change public conception from an accurate belief in a flat, enclosed Earth to a false belief grew slowly. With sapient baby steps, the whole world would become amenable to the final delusion of an alien invasion under the first woe. The Catholic hierarchy had the perfect opportunity to lay groundwork for a global deception to culminate in this Earth's final generation.
I'm a Protestant for a reason.
Okay.
Right? I think Luther was definitely on to something. Luther was right. All right? That we needed that to happen, but Luther was also trying to reform the church and not start a new church, and I think he was right. However, I feel like Catholics just be catching strays out here sometimes.
Okay. So it also sounds he doesn't agree with the Catholics. That's a good start. Yeah, guys, if you look at what the Catholics are, it's not Christian based. I feel sorry for the people that are Catholic.
Yeah.
It's not to be how can I put it, trying to be mean to you guys or anything, but I think look through the history of what a Catholic is and look at the occultic symbolism that the Catholic stands on. It's literally a Masonic order. It's the Roman Empire.
Yeah, it's the evil side.
Look at the iconography they use. You know what I mean? It's all symbolism and that.
Yeah,
they're the ones changing religions to their own view.
Yeah, it's not Catholics got a problem with it. It's Catholicism, you know.
It's not even Jesus they worship in Catholicism.
No, it's Mary.
Yeah, but it's
and the Son.
Yeah, but remember, the Catholics created the saints. As idols, because now everybody looks up to the saints and prays to the saints and to Mary instead of to Jesus.
That's right.
Which goes against what the Bible teaches.
Mary's the intercessor. I mean, she's now mother of God, you know.
Well, it's their own version of Jesus, but they literally only really talk about Lucifer.
Hey SM, hey Liv, and I think I just saw someone else in there. Travi Bear, what's up? Good to see you guys. And True Earth Cherry Popper, good to see you. Yep, the followers have been misguided, exactly.
They do. This turned into.
That's a pretty cool name, isn't it? True Earth Cherry Popper.
Yeah, it is quite cool.
There's a firmament, and the Catholic Church and NASA are in cahoots with Satan to cover it up.
Oh,
I don't know. Maybe has anybody wondered why the Catholics have a telescope called Lucifer? It's a really odd thing to have if you're supposed to be claiming to be a Christian.
Yeah, big old Lucy telescope.
And then when you look at the staff that the Pope walks around, it's part of the satanic Baphomet snake.
Yeah, it's
On
definitely
the,
a snake.
going.
There's no doubt.
Yeah, the snake going around
Yeah,
the tree in the Garden of Eden.
yeah. There's
Eh.
got
But you know,
He's
keep your
got the
friends
eye.
close and your enemies closer. You know, it's just to be nice.
Exactly. Because the
I mean-
Catholic Church is literally the Roman Empire, people. The Roman Empire never disbanded. They just, quote unquote, evolved. That's all they
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
They're still running
And
the
they,
show.
and the
and
thing,
they literally was a mixture of Egypt as well. You know, before Egypt, Egypt
Yeah.
kind of
They're still
went over
running.
there as well. And
Yeah, they're still running
Yeah.
the show. It's
the
as
thing is,
simple as
look,
that.
that's why America got the pyramid and the dollar, because it's still Egypt's family
Horus,
rule,
yeah.
you know, and the bloodline shit that's ruling
and
with
the
a lot of
Pope-
others.
the thing it's okay to unite the religions and that as well. It's not a good thing, you know,
Exactly.
No.
at all.
Well, that's crazy.
There's plenty of critique to go towards the Catholic Church, but this is next level. This is next level.
This deception required a globe Earth spinning throughout the vast reaches of space,
Hey, Hugh,
space
Janice, good to see you.
inhabited by aliens and other sentient life forms. These contrivances created doubt in the Bible, putting some
Yeah, if you go talk to Catholics, they all believe aliens exist.
Yeah.
Because, frankly, that's what they taught.
hmm
Why do you think that is?
science ahead of Scripture, which advises mankind the Earth is enclosed and unmoving. They also place the Creator far away from His creation by presenting a universe unimaginably vast.
Okay, stop it.
Exactly.
Let me just say this. And maybe this will help Rogan and people who look at this, right?
Yeah.
When you look at any movement where Christians or self-professed Christians or anything, and the position becomes, we have the secret knowledge, and it's kind of only us and our crew that got it.
What? What secret knowledge? This is
It's another
open.
grade.
This
They
is
just probably shut up.
Yeah, but you see, this is open source stuff to do research. This just puts, how can I put it? This just puts the difference between people going and actually doing their homework and researching things, or to those that just accept. There's no secret knowledge. The secret knowledge shit is just rubbish. No one's saying anything about secret knowledge. You guys are putting that into people's minds, saying, oh, you guys just have the secret knowledge. No. There's no such thing as secret knowledge. You can just go and look this stuff up. Actually, if you do your homework like the Bible tells you to do, you'll actually know. It tells you to actually get wisdom. So go and get wisdom. Don't just accept everything because someone says something.
That's right.
So I find huge red flags to that when they try and say, oh, these people, this small group always just have secret knowledge. There's no such thing as secret knowledge. If it's secret knowledge, why the hell are we saying it to everyone on the internet?
Yeah.
It's not a very well kept secret, is it?
Well,
No,
that's because we are bad at keeping secrets.
must be very bad. It's crazy.
How dare we?
By the way, guys, the link to come into the Element is above here. If you guys want to come and talk on the subject, please do click the link. It'll be great to have you guys in. And I really appreciate all your support on this channel. You guys rock. And if you haven't already, please hit the like, share the show. Really does help. Hey, Effie Driver, what's up? Good to see you, man.
Right? And everybody else got it wrong, or everybody's just not as enlightened as us. These are sure sale signs of like cult-like behavior. I'm not calling these folks in a cult, but they're cult-like behavior. And
Oh, no, that's exactly what you're doing.
Yeah.
When you make a statement, a small minority of people have secret knowledge, and then go on. I'm not calling them a cult, but they're cult-like behavior. No, that's insinuating cult.
It's the same as gravity. It's not a force, but it acts as a force. You know what I mean? Same thing.
Yeah. But I would really appreciate if everybody that's here would go and comment to the Roslyn and let him know. I would love to talk to him sometime about Flat Earth. I think it'll be really cool. because we do totally have two different views on this. And if he wants to, we can always talk scripture, because the Bible definitely does not teach a globe, and that's 100% true.
You can have cult-like behavior and not necessarily being like in an official cult, but be in a mentality where you're trying to be preserved as this like one and only remnant that has all the answers and has all the things figured out, and everybody else is wrong.
He means NASA?
No, look, this is not a cult mentality. I think the problem here is he's trying to make a get out of jail kind of thing, make this one group, how they got all the answers. We can't rebut their answers, so therefore you guys are cult behavior kind of thing. Instead of just rebutting the things that are presented, they will rather just go and say, no, I think you guys are just crazy and you maybe belong to a cult.
You must be crazy if you don't believe in the cult of NASA.
Yeah. Charlie Walsh, I couldn't find thermodynamics in the Bible. You do in Genesis when God says he separated the waters from the waters using a firmament. What happened if he took the firmament away? What would happen, guys?
Yeah. Would not go so well.
And just logically speaking, I think God is way bigger than that. Like, God's heart is that none should perish. God's heart is that all should come to him. And God's heart is definitely not that the billions of Christians that have walked the earth have all been under this mass delusion.
Well, you do know that the Bible talks about a major delusion in the end times.
Yeah.
Have you ever noticed that everything the heliocentric model relies on is 666, and very weird coincidence that has Masonic origins to it? Don't you think that maybe it is the huge delusion that you've been brought up into? Think about it. Yeah, NASA is literally a partner of the Catholic University of America. Exactly, team.
Just look up who created NASA back in the day, sponsored the stuff and stuff.
I mean,
all elitists.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. The people like Werner von Braun and the scientists in that were Nazis got jobs for the people they killed. I mean, you're not going to go and hire someone who went out their way to kill your family. You understand? It's kind of scripted, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Very scripted. I mean, you get away with all your war crimes because you build rockets for America. Come on.
And they use the same eagle symbolism and everything, both Hitler did and America did, at the same, it's the same logo fighting each other, pretty much, just slight difference. Same symbolism.
There we go. NASA extends funding to Catholic astrophysicists, nearly $40 million in total. Crazy stuff. But no. It's not. It's not a conspiracy, guys. It's just some conspiracy. That's all.
That's it. That's it.
And I don't trust the Catholic Church one bit.
And
I mean, even the Pope wears a hat for the Dagon god, the fish god.
Yeah, it's like
why they got so much occultic symbolism to them?
That's it.
The Dagon god was one of the Roman Empire gods.
And then his God's only representative on earth, which is taking Jesus' place. So blasphemy.
The head of that head is like it's like a dome with an opening in the top, and he's the only one receiving signal through the dome.
Yeah.
From the side, it's like a fish's head, isn't it?
It's like a torus field inside a dome. They only show the entrance in, like the mouth of the fish. You know, that's literally the opening.
Mm.
He's like the one receiving the signal through his dome hat with the opening.
Yeah, Rom says just because they have a telescope called Lucifer does not make them evil. Let's put it this way: if you're a organization, for instance, and you have values to stand on, and your values show a certain thing evil, why would you go and create some kind of pedestal, you could say, for that thing you call evil?
Exactly.
Everyone else got this wrong except this tiny, small remnant that still holds it.
Yeah, could have called it anything, Anson, exactly. Anything but Lucifer. Why didn't they just call it St. Nicholas telescope or St. Paul telescope, whatever? They love the saints, so why don't they just call it the saint? Instead, no. Lucifer, of all things. Yeah, because there's symbolism behind the word Lucifer. Light.
Light, angel of light.
Uh-huh. And where they're looking to, guys? Space.
Space, yeah.
Don't you think that kind of tells you in your face what the hell's going on? Landmarks named devils. Let's go do that. Ten object legends and location that share. Let's see. Rachel, the heliocentric model pushes the. The Catholic Church pushes the heliocentric model. The Big Bang comes from the Catholic Church. Okay, 10 objects, legends, and location that share the devil's name. The Devil's Sentry Box, San Juan, Puerto Rico. Ooh. The Devil's Elbow, Glossop, England. Robert the Devil, Normandy, France. The Devil's Pit, Uxkhorod, Lithuania. Okay. The Devil's Rocking Chair, Las Vegas, USA. The Devil's Fingerprints, Blytheburg, England.
Blytheborough.
Blytheborough. Borough. The Devil's Bit, Glenreich. Glenria. Okay. I thought it was Glenreich. Glenria, Ireland. And the Devil's Claw marks Island of Sandy, Scotland. The Devil's Pulpit, Craighat. The Devil's Gate, Wyoming, USA. Why so much devils?
And there's so much Scotland as well. For a small country, it's all their own Scotland in it.
Well,
Scotland and Ireland has a lot to do with a lot of symbolism from the past.
Yeah. Well, if you think about it, the occultic symbolism that comes from the Scottish and the Irish people is quite intense.
Yeah, especially the Picts before the Scottish was Pict land, and they were like pagan people.
Yeah, there's a lot of paganisms. I mean, the Wiccas and the. It was big. Witchcraft was actually huge there.
It's the same stuff from back in the past in Egypt again. Just moving around. It's always the same symbolism.
You see, they got the same things, just they changed the names a bit.
And the depiction a lot of times too through ages. The depiction. It depicts the same symbolism, but it doesn't look exactly the same. It's like another person or a slightly different thing, but it has the same form. They just move it around all the time, same thing over and over. Try to hide it in a new form, but it means the same.
Think about what was interesting about like when people died. Let's take Anton LaVey, for instance.
Yeah.
When he died, just before he died, lying on his deathbed, he says, "Oh my, what have I done?
Yeah, there you go.
Something's wrong, very wrong here." Shouldn't that be a wake-up call to some people?
Isn't it? He felt it. He felt God's abandonment. Felt alone as he was dying, I suppose.
Because think about it, maybe Satan gave him some kind of, trust me, give you a deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he fell for it hook, line, and sinker, and then
I'll get a nice little mansion next to my fiery hut. You know what I mean?
Thinking,
We'll be all
nah, man, it's all a lie. You know, being with me it's all a lie. Gee, God is the one that's deceptive, not me. You know, that kind of thing.
So I'm saying they're trusting somebody that hates them.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? He hates them.
Yes, I have heard about the Nazis that fled to Antarctica. They do believe there's underground bases in Antarctica too. I don't know how we would be able to validate that though.
No.
Why don't we just take a trip over there? It's only $100 grand, remember?
Yeah, but they just take you to a place that I don't know how we can get this to the people to understand. You pay 100K to go to a ceremonial pole, and you are not allowed to do expeditions freely. You have to do it under controlled supervision. So even if you go there, what's it going to prove? Oh, I froze my titties off so I can go and look at snow and ice.
Yeah, that's it. I lost 2 fingers and a toe.
And the pole didn't even have a USB stick. What's this?
You know what I mean?
Crazy. Yeah, that's why when these globes come, why don't you go to Antarctica? It's like, no, why don't you go? If it's so important to you, why don't you go?
I'm not wasting my time. I'm going to see a little coastline.
Yeah, I got more important things to do because it's not going to prove anything by going to Antarctica.
Exactly.
No.
To this position.
And then what would you say to the people that go to the Bible to interpret their scientific findings or astrological findings?
Well, I would say they're misinterpreting the Bible first and foremost. I think they're getting the Bible wrong, right? And so I think if you're getting the Bible wrong, then you're going to use your wrong interpretation of the Bible to interpret your view of science.
Whoa. First of all, supernatural and science are 2 different things. Why is he trying to put science into there now? The Bible's not a science textbook. Although it's got scientific, how can I put it, validation in there because it proves right with everyday things that have science backing, like you require containment to have gas pressure.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make the Bible a scientific book. It didn't make any claims of science either. Remember, it's supernatural. Supernatural transcends natural realm. So that's why Jesus was able to walk on water. He's supernatural. Science can't explain Jesus walking on water, can he? Can it? No.
Definitely not.
So, him just making a claim that you just, according to his opinion, you guys are you're misrepresenting the Bible, not understanding it, is really just actually very naive. And it shows his bias towards the truth on the subject.
Is this Eugenius in chat? Is he taking the piss out of us or what?
I don't know. I'm just ignoring the guy. Anyway, because you don't know who's just coming to troll or not.
I know. I'm never sure.
But Raslin, that's what I said. This Raslin guy, I'd still love to talk to him though. I think this would be an interesting chat just to have because, like I said, our worldviews are totally different when it comes to the Bible. And he would have to tell me, or backed up with scripture, why he thinks it's a globe.
Exactly.
I mean, we can give so much scripture and in context on why it's not a globe. But he's going to have to really pull something out of the hat to say why it's a globe, because the Bible definitely doesn't teach a globe.
No.
And I think that's what it is. Like you have to go to the Bible for what it is, which is not a scientific textbook, first of all, right? And then you have aspects of science that aren't spiritual; they're natural. So you could easily make a categorical error on both ends of the extreme. You can go to the Bible for science, or you go to science for spirituality, it's spiritual realm stuff, and then
No. It's showing he doesn't understand what science is. Science has nothing to do with spirituality. And spirituality has nothing to do with science. So yeah, it's totally category errors. I don't know
And
if
since when is nature not spiritual?
nature is natural. It's what's observable.
Yeah, and spiritual.
It's what's observed. Yeah, but when you're looking at science, it's got nothing to do with the spiritual, though.
Yeah,
It's got to
in
do
that
with
way.
a natural, observed, and repeatable process.
Yeah.
I mean, let's for instance take prophecies, and then the prophecies are fulfilled. This would be seen as supernatural, like a miracle. It's not science, because you didn't manipulate any variable. Now, they can say it's scientific because he gave a prediction, but that's not scientific prediction, that's a prophetic prediction. There's a difference between a prophetic prediction and a scientific prediction. When it comes to the scientific prediction, you require an IV and a DV, and you require a manipulative variable. So you have to manipulate the IV in science. When it comes to the prophetic prediction, you're just making a prediction based on what is prophesied. You're not going to manipulate anything. You're just going to wait until it finally happens, until it plays out.
Not what those. Well, this science is there to examine the natural world, not to give us answers about what's happening in the spiritual world.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah.
And these are the types of people that these are the types of stories and beliefs that create the stupid little yard sign that says like science is real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like no one's debating science is real except for maybe these guys.
No.
Oh my God.
Science is a method. No one says science is real or not. Science is a method.
Mm-hmm.
Not hard to understand.
Yeah. And by the way, when I say like you don't go to the Bible for science, I'm not saying that there aren't things that are true in the Bible about science. Right? The Bible talks about natural things.
Yeah.
Sow, reap, right?
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
talking about natural things that are scientific.
What you sow, you shall reap is not scientific, mate.
They are really, you know, the way they do this show, they are really speaking to the dumb people,
Yeah.
to the gullible ones, you know, that just eats it up. Oh, yeah, that must be true.
Yeah.
Go away.
I mean, what you sow, reap comes under philosophy. It's a philosophical kind of mindset. If I'm going to sow hate, I'm going to reap hate back. You know what I mean?
I would put it in spiritual as well.
Yeah. If I'm going
Yeah.
to sow love, it's more
Yeah.
likely I'm going to reap love back.
Yeah.
That's not scientific
No.
at all.
It's like, it sounds like they're trying to teach children, but grown-up children. That's the feeling I get, you know, directly that, you know, like speaking to grown-ups like they're children. That's how I see the way they do this in this show.
Yeah.
It feels exactly that way.
But you see
Trying
now,
to teach them something.
but you see, you can take that philosophical view on what you sow, you shall reap, and turn it scientific if you wanted to. If I know I'm going to sow a pumpkin seed,
Well,
I'm
yeah.
going to reap a pumpkin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's not science. You're just using the philosophical, how can I put it, view from it to get to your science, as you put it, quote unquote.
Yeah.
saying that the Bible is not a scientific textbook,
Yeah.
right?
It's
The
not.
Bible is about God's covenant with his people and being on mission to redeem us and save us from our sin and the world and hell ultimately, and God pressing into his people and
No, the Bible is specifically to know that there is a creator who loves you and he wants you to have a personal relationship with you because he created you for that purpose. The Bible is there to show you this. As to show you got a free will to be able to choose to accept to be with God or not. That's why whenever you get the people saying, oh, if God's so loving, why is he going to send me to hell? God doesn't send people to hell. He gives you a free choice, and unfortunately hell is just separation from God. If you don't want to be part of God's love here on earth, what makes you think you're going to want to spend eternity in his presence?
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why the people don't get. There's a thing called free will. God wouldn't be a loving God if he didn't give people free will. He could have easily just made everybody robots, obedient robots, and just, just accepted and did everything that he wanted. But that wouldn't be a loving God. That would be empty. It would be empty. Be no substance.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to redeem his people. That's what the Bible's about.
And it's communicating that message.
And it's communicating that message in all types of different genres. There's poetry, there's music, there's history, there's prophecy. But it's not a scientific textbook.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The same way that we don't go, wow, you don't believe in science if you say, what time is the sun rise this morning?
Mm-hmm.
The sun doesn't rise.
Right. It's a figure of speech.
It's a figure of speech.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. The sun doesn't rise. Well done.
No, it doesn't.
It's just rise. They're saying rise and sunset. It's just how you explain it, because that's what it seems to do.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So this guy named Rob Skiba,
Ryan.
kind of the face of this movement.
Mm-hmm. One of the country's most prominent advocates of flat Earth theory,
Face of the movement.
Shaikba was also
Wow.
skeptical of COVID-19 vaccines and some of the illnesses treatments. On the first day of the Take on the World conference, Shika authored a Facebook post suggesting that the COVID-19 vaccines were dangerous.
Which, to be fair, there's some suggestive findings on.
I just heard a whoop.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, Jeff. What's up, man?
Oh, Jeff Concal.
How you doing, Jeff?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Good to see you, dude.
On
Amongst young people and what is it, myelocolitis, the heart condition, amongst young people, and just a sheer volume of scale, there's going to be issues when you have a billion anything, you're going to have some side effects and some issues and some injury to this sort of thing. Shout out to Inspiring Philosophy. Okay,
She says, prove in scripture where it clearly teaches the earth is flat. You're going to need reference the original
Koinonia Greek.
Koinonia and Hebrew, because I have. And then she goes with her head covering 1 Chronicles 16:30.
See, this is Inspiring Philosophy. This is the guy I was talking about the other night. We should actually go through some of his stuff. He's the Christian that believes in evolution.
Okay. Wow.
Look, he's got awesome content. Really, I do like his content. He's really knowledgeable on the subject. But some of the views he's got is really...
Yeah, I don't know how you can reconcile creation and evolution. Right?
And he's that guy that believes a nihilist. So he believes one day, if you just apart from God, you will eventually just fade away,
Right.
not become, just become nothing.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not exist.
So he has really weird views on some of the things. But yeah, he's totally against flat Earth, like as in religiously against it. I'd put it.
Wow.
But Mike Jones he seems like a nice guy. I'd actually like to talk to him about flat Earth as well.
And then
He's
here goes.
gonna blow a head basket.
Yeah.
These hyperliteral readings of biblical verses are insane. For one, we know the earth is round, and we've known that for...
No, you don't know the Earth is round.
No, you don't.
And while
Okay.
showing,
It's just round again, though.
yeah, and while showing CGI renderings, images on screen again, is not helping their case, is it?
Nope.
thousands of years. Two, this is special pleading. You're not going to take hyperliteral readings of other
Special.
verses. Let me show you. Proverbs.
You know what? What's I'm trying to think. What's the fallacy he's using here? Yeah, there's things which you do not take literal readings for, and there's things that do have literal connotations applied to them. When you, for instance, take the creation narrative, that is a historical narrative. It's not meant to take metaphorically. If God says, "Let there be light," He spoke, and let there be light. That's God literally saying that. It's not metaphorical.
23:16, my inmost being will exult when your lips speak what is right. but the word there for inmost being is kidneys. So do you think your kidneys are literally going to grow a mouth and start rejoicing? Hebrews 7 says Levi was in the loins of Abraham when he was before Melchizedek. So do you think Levi was literally inside of Abraham, or do you agree with modern science that Levi came into existence at...
Oeh, lekker. Dank je, Luffy. Okay. Thank you. Pretty. Okay. But yeah, he's got a... The thing is, they love to say... take a lot of things as just... poetic, in other words.
Yeah.
conception. Psalm 91 says he will cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you will find refuge. So do you think God is a giant chicken?
That's a joke, boy. You missed it. Went right past you. You gotta keep on your toes.
The Bible's not a scientific textbook.
Come on.
It's a book on theology, morality, and history. You're trying to take the literal meaning of the words to derive scientific facts, when what you should actually...
Nope, that's wrong. You don't take little words to derive scientific facts. Science, yeah.
Oh, you say that it supports flat Earth. You don't say it scientifically proves it. You don't say that it's got empirical proof in that of it. You say it supports it. It teaches it.
They've been teaching the allegorical. Like that the Bible's allegorical, and that's wrong.
Yeah, I mean, the Bible describes how God created it.
Yeah.
That's all.
Be doing is trying to understand the theological or moral message the words are intending for you to get. For example, it's like if I said, love the Lord your God with all your heart. I do not mean the thing that pumps blood. I mean love God from your innermost being.
Amen.
You're not supposed to take the literal meaning of my words, but understand you're supposed to get a theological message out of the metaphors I used. What you're doing is confusing locution with illocution. And if you want more, I have an in-depth video on my channel which goes into detail.
Ooh, I think we might have to do that, guys. Would you guys want to do a video of that sometime?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Maybe.
Not so much.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool.
Hey, massive W from Aspiring Philosophy. We should have him back on the channel sooner than later. I dearly appreciate him. I think that's
Yeah, I like
great.
Aspiring Philosophy.
We see according to the Bible that prayer is extremely important in terms of us being transformed from the inside out when we get aligned with God's will. For the Christians watching this channel, I want you guys to implement these spiritual disciplines in your day-to-day life. And
Yeah, I guess that's it. Nope, it's over. Yeah, Gio, they didn't use any scripture.
No.
What a shocker.
Exactly. Big stuff.
So what do you guys have to say about this?
You know, it's just being ignorant, and it wasn't expecting anything else. They're just talking from ignorance and parroting what they hear from elsewhere. I mean,
All this allegory stuff.
yeah.
And now we pray.
Always out of context when it comes to the Bible.
Yeah.
Like I say, we don't take it as a textbook. It's a scientific textbook. We don't say it has empirical proof and that. You know what I mean?
But look at it this way.
Thoughts.
What he was just showing on screen now, inspiring velocity with your like the heart or the lungs or sorry, the kidneys and all that. It's based on translation from the Hebrew. When it's said in Hebrew, it has a total different connotation to how it's translated into English. Hey,
Right.
Skeptic, what's up? Good to see you, man. Haven't seen you in a while. Glad you could make it.
Yeah, Skip.
So, yeah. I do agree there's definitely some parts of the Bible that is just poetic.
Yeah.
But there is parts that has literal connotation towards them.
But that poetic part, it actually tells you when it's poetic.
Of course.
It always says it.
I mean,
they'll
look
say,
at-
"Oh, this is a parable."
Yeah, I mean, look at Psalms.
Yeah.
It's poetic gesture, or Songs of Solomon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You wouldn't take that literally and say, "Oh, eyes are just of jasmine." You know what I mean? It's like, no, really, it's poetic.
Of course.
But when it comes,
some of it's got like musical letters and that are written next to it, like sell-off and all that, isn't it? So it makes it clear when it's musical, poetry, or allegory, you know?
Yeah, but let's, for instance, go to Genesis. Ham begot Joseph or whatever. The begot. Is that now allegorical? Is it just poetic, or did he literally begot his son? You understand? It's a historical narrative, a historical document. So in Genesis, most of it is historical. Like Noah's flood, it's historical. Now, obviously, you're going to get people, oh, Noah's flood was just metaphorical. It never happened. Blah, 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 because the ark was too small. How would you have the animals to eat? So they're just limiting God's power, not understanding God could have easily just had them be little tiny babies going on there, hibernating. You know what I mean? There's so much ways to go around this.
And who said there was only one boat? Who said they didn't come on a lot of boats like ancient history talks about? You know, a fallen race of very, very white people coming in on a lot of ships and settling down everywhere, teaching people stuff. You know, that's in actual history. You know, people, maybe that has something to do with that, you know.
But I mean, also, if you think
the
about it,
children born from them were looking very different. But
if you think about it, don't you think there are other people that also survived the flood? Because especially there's other cultures that give the same narrative, the same story. There was a huge flood, a worldwide flood.
Some people were more hit than others. Some places were way worse than others.
Because if you think about it, the flood was actually there to get rid of all the corruptness from the demons, so the Nephilim and all that.
Purging.
Yeah. So it was the purging of like the Nephilim and all the, you know, Satan's offspring, you can put it. So obviously you probably had humans that survived having their own raft. You know what I mean? Or having animals as well. Why is that not the case? Do you think God would just be how can I put it, a tyrant and just kill everybody that way? No. I mean, just because Noah was the one where the story was told about doesn't mean God didn't give the same kind of warning to anybody else around the world. I'm sure God didn't just talk to one person.
He only spoke to the Pope, as they say.
Because, I mean, even look at Chinese. The Chinese, they got their own version of this flood. You can go look at many different civilizations that all have the same story behind it.
They've got a story of some sort.
Sorry, Jeff?
I don't know if I agree with you on that, because civilization stems from Noah. All civilization.
Yeah, maybe.
No.
But
I don't believe so.
But think about it. How?
I don't know.
But now let's say there was his one son Chinese, the other son was Indian, the one's Mexican. I don't know. It's just some stuff like that. It just doesn't really gel together. That's what I'm saying. You never know. Maybe there was. But I do know the Bible only talks about Noah and the family. But that's what I'm saying. How do we know that there could have been someone else that he was so?
Well,
and just
the
talk
thing is, you
about
have to
them.
remember. You have to remember like Noah, as a human being, they were made differently than us.
Oh, that's also true.
Right?
Yeah, look, things have changed.
How old did he live to be?
Yeah, things have changed.
Right.
And what about the Tower of Babel?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's where races come from. Tower of Babel. You know, when everything was split, everybody got different languages. You know, I think that's where races and that would come from.
But yeah, it's just all just speculation, though.
Well, true. Yeah.
But when it comes to Noah's flood, it definitely did happen. There's no denying there wasn't a flood.
No, of course, definitely.
It's just that it seems to be, even further back in the past than we believe. and that small events that's kind of similar but way smaller has happened since, but the big one seems to be longer ago.
I mean, I still believe this. Just out of my, when you look at like something like the Grand Canyon, it definitely tells of water erosion for something that would have happened with a Great Flood.
It's only water could be that powerful to do that kind of thing.
Yeah, and they do have a lot of those areas that just looks like a giant, what do you call it, a place where you dig up from the ground, you know?
Quarry.
It looks like a place they're gonna build something, yeah.
What are your thoughts about the Noah's Ark at Mount Ararat? Do you think that's the actual Noah's Ark they found?
I think something like that. I'm not.
I don't think there is an actual Noah's Ark.
Yeah,
I think no. That's what I disagree. There's
found, at
definitely
least, no.
There's definitely a Noah's Ark.
Definitely.
You think there's some old boat somewhere we haven't found yet?
Well, that's what I'm saying. They apparently
it would be
found the
technology
one
if you ask me. It would be. It would be possible if it was. I believe it was technological, not wooden. So it might still be there if there was one.
Of course, I believe there was an actual ark. I mean, God. I mean, he actually gave the sizes of it. You know what I mean? The type of wood and everything, all the different cubits, and do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's definitely something made. Absolutely a boat made. So,
but if it was wood,
that thing about Mount Ararat. I mean. Don't know. It does. It's a good documentary one I've seen on it. It seems like it's a possibility, but I'm not sure.
But why would they use? You know, yeah, sure they would use wood if it's just a wooden boat, but
gopher would be used.
But then how long? Depending on how long ago it was, how would the shape of, how would it be today? The shape of the ship, you know. It wouldn't it have rotted away already, or is it hiding in mountains?
I mean, I don't know if there's any evidence of it still, but there was definitely a boat. I don't know about the Mount Ararat thing, but like I say, it's a possibility.
Yeah, I think that was probably more than one ship.
It certainly would have settled on the top of a mountain, wouldn't it? You know what I mean? Because that would have been the first dry land showing. So,
because I think this is still a debate really going on with if they really found if this is Noah's Ark.
It looks like the outline of a boat, though, doesn't it?
And I mean, there's cabins and everything underneath there, which keeps to the same size and everything. But you still get people that are very skeptic about it.
Yeah, because why would it be that exact ship, and why would there still be anything left?
I mean, there is growth over it. I mean, it could be preserved,
Look at this nonsense. Mysterious metallic orb found in Mexico after falling from the sky.
That picture, if you go generate an AI picture, you would get something that looks exactly or better than this.
Exactly.
It's just a one-click picture.
Wow.
Which is a problem now. Now we can't believe anything anymore because everybody can go do a one-click.
It's crazy. But it shows you can just pick up any shit. Look at this.
Look at
Genetic analysis found solved mystery of the Antiquima alien. I mean, really?
He's wearing headphones as well.
Looks like an evil little thing.
Now they believe that shit, but they won't believe things like the Bible talking about what thing?
Is that when that little red ball? Is that for the little red ball? Someone's saying.
No, that looks like
Is that for guys who can't stop touching their nuts or something? A little replacement for the hand.
But that's a strawberry. What is vabbing? I have no idea what vabbing is.
Is that a strawberry? Okay, so it's a strawberry cut up. That look weird.
Ooh. Planet Society response: Elon must tweet with the world's worst lie. Just check. This we have to check out.
Those pictures. Yeah.
Okay, if you think the Earth is flat, then you're on the wrong website. Seriously, what are you doing here? What the hell is this? Why aren't you venturing to the icy mountain rim around the edges, bravely peeking underneath and seeing what's on the other side of the galactic space frisbee?
Galactic space frisbee, yeah.
But on that picture, there people are actually living underground if they think it's a globe. They're on the downside there with the mountains and the water falling upwards.
Wow. Okay, so incidentally, somewhere else that you don't expect to see flat Earth. What? peons. Okay, Flat Earth peons is on Elon Musk's Twitter profile. But this is 2017, where logic is about as relevant as witchcraft. Musk, a man known for his cosmic ventures, giant batteries, and curious punful tweet thread, openly wondered the other day why there isn't a flat Mars society. After all, there's a Flat Earth society whose adherents are just as odd as you expect them to be. Is Earth the only planet that's flat? This is Flat Earth society through and through, guys.
This is so
calling it
stupid.
a planet, calling it a flat planet. I mean, presuming that there's space. Ridiculous.
And then, while ladies
And
and gentlemen,
presuming planets, they don't have any proof of any planets.
Exactly.
Wasn't it Flat Earth Society said they've got believers all over the globe?
Yeah, exactly. But look at these. They reply to him. Hi, Elon. For the question, unlike the Earth, Mars has been observed to be round. We hope you have a fantastic day. And you want to say why Flat Earth Society is a joke?
Wow.
Everything is round when we look up.
It's crazy.
God, that's not an argument.
Not at all. It's crazy.
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
They just presume everything they see in a round, from what they see as round, to be a globe or a ball automatically. And even the moon, no one can see what it is. No matter what they do, they can't. Maybe if you go up flying around it, you might have a feeling of the shape. That might be the easiest way to fly directly around it, which they're not able to do on their fake globe too. We can actually fly up there and fly around the thing, but why don't we do that? I wonder if it even seems like you're going around a round object, or if you just keep having the exact same view and you don't understand why.
Every time you get close to it, does it just keep going away? No, like it does. Like you see the parallax.
You wonder why is it not changing?
Like some kind of holographic kind of thing. Yeah, it could be always like in your vision, but you can never actually arrive at it.
Just keeps projecting into your, what's it called, your
like
point of
keep
view,
rendering elsewhere. It keeps going forward, but yeah.
It's crazy.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
I've been listening to Radio Lab on the way over here, and they have a new episode out about the.
This is.
Where's Wally in the chat again?
Poor guy.
Asteroid impact that killed the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man.
Right. Apparently, they tell me if I'm right about this before you tell me more. I want to see if I have a little knowledge. There is an under.
Whereas, well, you can watch Dave McKeegan if you want to. I already watched it. First of all, I never said anything about zooming, so that's straw man. Second of all four of those images are different from one another. So yeah, I'm going to definitely have to do a video on that as well. Well done, Dave McKeegan, for literally making my point.
Is it different images? Is this another one?
He took them with different focal lengths again.
All right.
And saying he doesn't see any difference on them.
Wow. No doubt. The blind then.
Sorry?
The blind thing.
Yeah, he took with the focal lengths at different same distance again. Wow. And saying, you see, how do you know they're different now? Which one is which? Don't worry, we'll get there.
Like there's a very hard layer of rock that covers a large part of the Earth,
right?
And that is proof that somehow there was an asteroid that hit and it got really, really hot, and the
this is
that's amazing proof, huh?
Yeah, this is the quote unquote not hypothesis that the moon came from Theia.
Yeah.
No science for this, nothing whatsoever, but yet again it's taught as fact.
It's completely ridiculous.
It's insane. No, Wes Wally, I haven't stopped rebutting your argument yet. I just haven't got there. People have a life. People are busy.
The rock got.
That is a moron's version of a science that they clearly lay out.
And by the way, it's the worst thing. I'm also like, this rock that got melted, that was under the ground.
Undeniable evidence of a rock from the space area.
There's a layer of the Earth. The crust of the Earth is super hard because it got really hot after an asteroid hit and everybody died. And they found dinosaur bones in it.
Yeah, bro. They.
You can get the other people in the background laughing about it.
I don't believe in dinosaurs because I have something called the Bible at home. But
some people don't believe in dinosaurs. Do you know that, right?
Yeah.
This flat Earth folks, they believe dinosaurs are fake.
Why is it that most flat earthers, from my experience, are generally super good at like a discipline that has nothing to do with astrophysics, like jiu-jitsu? Like they spend a lot of time on a mat, but then they have really strong political opinions about the central banks.
The dinosaur thing, also the dinosaur thing, that doesn't come from flat earthers. It was there before. It's just a lot of people, like, for some reason, adopted that.
Well,
talks about it a lot, I guess. They just talk about it, I guess.
When I was a globe, I never believed in dinosaurs.
No, I believe some of the creatures did exist, but
I don't see it as dinosaurs.
The majority didn't.
I think a lot of it is misconstrued from like dragons and stuff, because they were definitely mythological creatures because of the demonic powers that would be. I mean, just like we were giants, there was Nephilims and all that. So there was obviously things like dragons, and but dinosaurs, as they place it, I would say no.
Leviathan, Behemoth.
And there was, sorry.
Leviathan, Behemoth, biblical kind of words for large beasts. I mean, there could have been some. I mean, how would they ever be able to tell what they actually look like, even if they did find all them bones?
And the sounds. They even know the sounds. They say if it's got feathers or if it's got hair or what. Yeah.
Yeah. All of a sudden, dinosaurs are now more like chickens than anything else. Crazy, isn't it? Crazy how they evolve without them actually evolving. It's because it's all in man's head.
Yeah. But I mean, like they said, you can take a chicken and just have it bones, and you can reassemble it in so many different ways to create different animals, and it's just a chicken.
Of course. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. In evolution, a pine tree is related to a whale. How does that work? Come on, it's ridiculous.
And the further back in the past we go, the more oxygen we had in our environment, and CO2 and all that, the bigger everyone was and could be. So the further back we go, the bigger creatures we had. So it's possible if we find some big creatures we can't explain, in that sense. But we just don't have anyone proving any real bones yet, for real, So
yeah, I think it's quite possible. I think it's quite possible that Adam and Eve were like 9 to 15 foot tall.
And I do want to see I wish we found those giant bones again, all the ones that was actually shown in newspapers and all kinds of stuff, and in the news in the past. Where did they all go?
But have you seen how they try and hide all the giants?
Yeah.
I mean, there was still in the 1920s and 1930s, they had giant bones in museums and stuff. It's like just vanished into thin air.
Sure.
Yeah, I believe we do have the skeletons of taller humans from the past. They just don't want to show us because it's in history as well. There's a lot of history on that.
Yeah, if they have to show people giant remains, they takes evolution and throws it in a dustbin.
Yeah.
If you want to look at discoveries as far as like the Ark is concerned, or not the Ark, but the Ark. Ron Wyatt.
Yeah.
He was an archaeologist, and he's the one that found it. If you look up Ron Wyatt, he's
because but that's what I say that.
I didn't like his discoveries because of what religion he was stemming from, because he was a Seventh-day Adventist, I think it was. And they didn't believe him because of that reason.
Yeah, that's it. But I mean, I think they even did a where they took sonar imaging, and they were able to see that there are different compartments and everything, and it keeps to the cubits just like the Bible explains it to be.
Yeah, that's the only one that they said, oh, that's the right one. It is the Ark, whatever.
Exactly.
all his other discoveries were like, no.
Because
when
today,
there's total proof of it.
yeah, because today all you get is the skeptics, and they say, "Oh no, that's not the real Noah's Ark." But these are the same people that don't want it to be real, or they say, "No, it's not really there. It's at one of the. It should be somewhere else." Why? Why should it be somewhere else? Just because they say so?
Indeed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, the wood that was used there was only wood available at that time, as Noah was. He had a very specific wood that he needed to build it out of, and that's the wood that's shown there.
Gopher wood.
Yeah, and that's the wood that's shown there.
Yeah.
I think it's just a lack of real education, and then you get caught up in these YouTube things that show you a secret, and it's very attractive. It's very attractive to like find out about some hidden stuff. Yeah. Like, oh my God, I can't believe they did this. They hid from us the fact that the Earth is flat. Jesus Christ, space is fake, bro. Space is fake. Satellite.
When he acts like this, he's proving to everyone with a little bit of brain that he's a faker. He's a gatekeeper. He's joking with you. He's joking with people right now. You know, he's making fun of people right now, and he's talking about so many things he believes is true, and then he does this to other things that you know. He doesn't even really care about. Look into it. It seems, he's so.
He did that
obvious.
180 with the moon landing. You don't remember that?
Yeah, I remember he talked about the moon landing as well too, and then he
did
then he didn't believe. He went back and forward, right?
Yeah, he went back and forth about the moon landings, exactly.
Yeah, he does that a lot. He jumps around and makes fun of things. Then he likes it. Then he don't really know, and you can never believe anything he says. He jumps around constantly.
I didn't really have a favorite dinosaur debate. I'd say it was between the Stegosaurus and the Triceratops.
Satellites aren't real. They're low-flying planes. They're planes. They're constantly beaming down these information from the sky. Satellites are not real.
Yeah.
Nuclear bombs. They're not real.
Yeah.
They're not real. They're just big bombs.
But then the problem is when you break your leg and you have to set your bone, or you get staph, and you have to trust Big Pharma to cure it, or you use your iPhone and it works, and you're talking to somebody in Japan.
This is just these guys actually just making fun of Flat Earth, that's all.
Yeah, it's so dumb.
It's stupid.
Your iPhone works and you can talk to someone in the other side of the world, and they'll be in darkness while you're in light.
Mm-hmm.
Duh.
Hey Thomas, what's up, man?
Like we don't have day and night time on Flat Earth.
I don't know. When I look outside, it's nighttime now. Tomorrow morning when I wake up, it's daytime. It's definitely reality, mate. I see I got the wrong chair tonight again. It's squeaky.
The squeaky chair.
Well, 56 people watching us talk about absolutely nothing.
What were we talking about again? Flat Earth. Oh, yeah. Some people think the Earth's flat, It's crazy, isn't it?
That's crazy. But yeah, guys, if you would be so kind as to let Rosalind know that we did a review on this, and I'd like to talk to him. I would love to actually go talk to him on this, because we do have totally different views. And since he is so, I don't know, bigoted towards flat earthers,
yep.
It would be fun just to see why.
Get Joe Rogan on as well, man. Get him on,
Yeah, exactly.
Get him flat smacked and all that.
But yeah, it's good to have everybody here. I really appreciate everybody coming. Appreciate everybody's support, and please hit the likes and share the show if you haven't already. Richard Bull, what's up, man? Good to see you. Glad you're enjoying the show. I enjoyed the show. Yeah. What can we say? It's great when you talk about nothing. You see, the thing is, I have a passion for flat Earth, but it also gets to a point where you're like, You just
You've
talk
said
the
everything.
same thing over and over, and you've
Mhm.
recycled the same things over and over. You want
And
a
you get the
different
same
approach to things.
Yeah, and you get the same questions from the anti-flat earthers, from the ballers. It's all the same questions, so it always leads to it turns around to the same talking, the same things
Exactly.
again.
I mean,
Right.
even when I do debates, it's like that's why the last debate at Grayson, I didn't want to talk about gas pressure or gravity and stuff because that's what I always debate about. So I wanted to do something a bit different.
Yeah.
You know, something different. And then all he brought up the whole time was 2015 arguments.
Yeah, man.
It's because
and I mean, if
it's
all his
'cause-
followers, if he has followers, I mean, it must be so embarrassing, you know. To, I don't know. I mean, I just mean the followers must really be dumb if they sit there and nod their head and think he's right all the way through.
but I
He
mean,
did nothing right.
No, but I mean, it's like nothing fresh is coming out of this. Nothing's
No.
progressing or coming. We're just talking to the same people or different people on exactly the same things.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So I don't know.
It's why it's good to try and mix up a bit and get some biblical stuff in there and all that as well. So
I mean, I
at
was
least, again, we're talking God's word at least. You know what I mean?
like I was messaging that other. Remember that other guy that I had about a month ago, where he started his new channel with a Christian flat Earth guy, where he said he was a big globe believer and things, and then he brought another video today, and I 100% agree with him. He says when you're talking to people today, it's almost like, when I'll comment to him like, it's almost like expecting you talk to a zombie, and you expect to have a rational, logical conversation back.
That's right.
And you don't, because all you get is literally just, nah, you're just a stupid flat earther. Let's talk again about how I can contradict myself by saying level curves or space.
Yeah.
You know, it's
And an actual zombie, you expect it not to bite you.
Yeah, but
Hey,
it's
friend.
so stupid.
Come over here. Can we just for 1 second speak together without biting? Yeah, right.
It's just stupid. I mean, it's like we literally get nowhere with these people. It's like an endless loop. There has to be some kind of thing that we can get, you know, to get somewhere.
Yeah, it's got to be a hook somewhere. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I mean, look at what they're still doing. Trying to say, go to Antarctica. For what? Antarctica's not going to do anything.
Nico Lambrecht says, by the way, Dave McKeegan's a new VOD for you.
Yes,
I think he means
hey, Nico. Good to see you. And yes, I've already spoken about it. I will do the video on it. Just to let, again, thank you, Dave McKeegan, for actually doing what I asked you to do. I wish you would have taken it further away like I did ask, though. He still took it quite close. Remember, I was very specific when I said, take it further away.
Yeah.
And he didn't.
They try to take it over to something that's quite close, so there's minimal effect. You know?
Yeah, but I mean, it's fine. There's still differences between them. Hey, Guns N' Roses, good to see you. Now, he wants me to go through those 4 differences and say which one is the higher focal length and the lowest. Fine, I will do so. I don't mind. But yeah, definitely not tonight. I had a busy day. I'm going to have a busy week ahead of me. Remember, it's close to end of the year, guys. It's the busiest time of year at work, and I got dance, and I got other things to do. So people just have to be patient. I'm a person. I'm not a machine.
That's it.
Uses.
It's like I keep getting people like, do this video, do that video. Talk about. It's like, dude, please. I'm also just a person.
You are number 6. I am not a number. I'm a free man.
I mean, you know how nice. Like yesterday was Tuesday, so I didn't do anything flat Earth. I wanted to actually sit and watch a movie with my wife, and then the power went off, and like, I'm not even in the mood to put the generator on. So then I was like, let's just go to bed. You know how nice it was. I didn't even watch any flat Earth content.
You just went to bed.
I just watched some YouTube, you know, Sickos. I don't know if you guys watch the channel Sickos. It's actually quite cool. I watched some of that. I was like, oh, this is nice. And then we went to bed. And it was nice just to do something different because it's always just flat Earth, flat Earth, flat Earth. as much
Yeah.
as I'm passionate for flat Earth, I also want to have a life.
Of course.
And it just feels to me that flat Earth is just not getting anywhere, especially with all the shills these days that's infiltrated flat Earth.
That's true.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. So if
I get it.
anybody has any idea what you want us to do on this channel, do you want me to carry on? Because I still want to do flat Earth stuff. It is the main goal of the channel. But you want me to start talking about other stuff, doing other things so we can important things. That's why I also like the Bible. I love talking about Bible things. That's also one of my other passions.
Anything,
just gonna say-
anything as long as it's the truth, you know what I mean?
Because I was thinking even that things that this Lord's been bringing up, the archaic and stuff.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
good to
I
get
think that
different
would be very-
views.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Let's do some different stuff. That'll be
It's not like anyone is trying to push anything on anyone and change anyone's beliefs. It's just to present more information and more ways of looking at things, to spike your mind, It can benefit you. Yeah, it can benefit you, it can strengthen your belief, if you see, oh, there's even more things here proving my point, or, It works both ways. It's interesting information, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is based on factual history, most of it, as much as we can get to facts,
Yeah,
as much as
exactly.
possible from books and past books and actual things. So it's very interesting.
Yeah, it goes further than your globe anyway, where's Wally?
Yeah, look,
It goes back and
it
proves
doesn't
anything
change.
you want. Almost.
It doesn't change the fact the Earth's a stationary plane. This,
Nope,
Exactly.
it does not.
but yeah, I just
Yeah,
think
of course. It's bound to be. It's good to do different stuff.
because I don't know, and I really appreciate. And I mean, flat Earth is definitely still growing. It's just the arguments are staying the same,
That's it.
Yeah.
and it feels like we're in some kind of endless loop.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe put out some kind of poll up on community on the community, just with different. I don't know. Different options, stuff like that. Maybe to like get people's ideas on it. Right, and put comments on different ideas, as long as it's the truth. You know what I mean? Then,
Yeah, that's the thing. Because I don't know. I'm getting really bored with these anti-flat earthers, to be honest.
And then if they end up coming with some kind of magical evidence for the globe, I'm sure you'll be ready. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, anybody, do you think our minds are going to be changed tomorrow just for no reason? Let's say now they say, oh, alien invasion.
No,
We all know it's fake. We all know it's just demonic. So it's not going to change anything.
Yeah.
But I still want to do flat Earth. Don't get me wrong. I still want to do flat Earth stuff because this is a flat Earth channel. But I
It's
also
always
want,
got
Yeah.
but I
anyway.
still want to put out something that people want to enjoy. Sit back and chill, because I know some people just want to talk about anything. So whatever you guys have in mind, what you guys think would be an awesome thing to talk about, just let me know. We can see what we can do.
Yeah, I think as you said, the one I wrote last time, the one called the Cult of the Crucified God or something. That would be interesting to look into.
Yeah, definitely.
Just mostly for the facts and for the discussion.
Yeah, we can just that's what I said. Just look at different views and whatever.
Yeah, it's not anyone trying to
Take anything. It's just
change
to
anyone's
talk about
mind.
something.
It's
Yeah,
just information. Yeah. It's
exactly.
useful information. You don't have to believe it like with the globe. It's not like, here comes the globe and now you have to believe it. It's not the same. This is actually people trying with real history and real proof as best possible to find the truth, Not just feeding you something from mainstream.
And you could even have once a week a Bible study day and night. You know what I mean?
And he is a Bible reader too, Archaics, he has read the Bible. He has a very old Bible, and he does go through the verses. He doesn't leave anything behind when he doesn't present anything. He doesn't stand by from the books he have, from what he knows already and can prove from books and stuff from the past. He don't just present something from someone else's video without going through it deeply himself, to be sure.
Yeah.
That's what I like about him. It's very. I like his work. There's a lot of interesting things.
Maybe we can do some more moon landing stuff just to make fun of it.
Yeah, that's always fun.
All space travel.
It's
I
all
agree.
fun. All fun.
Because I think the space travel thing can be fun just to make fun of again. So yeah.
I'm saying there's no end of footage for the crap, is that?
No.
It's always there.
You know, Flatzoid, I don't know if we. No, sorry, I didn't hear you. My internet, my audio is weirdly low. Sorry for interrupting.
No stress.
I heard PJ in the background when I was already speaking.
So yeah, guys. I still want. By the way, Jeff, I'm still gonna need your help for when you want to do that flat Earth website like McToons. I still want to do that though.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Because that'll be a nice hub to have if the people just want the information.
Definitely. What you mean, like the one that McToon took the piss out of?
Yeah.
One
So we do McToons like his channel, but we make a flat Earth version. So like we say bottom obstruction, and we have a list of all explanations and demonstrations and stuff, because then we don't have to go the whole time and go back and just say, here we go, click on the link, there's all your stuff, there's your rebuttal. Yeah, I think space nonsense is always fun. I think we'll do some space stuff. I think laughing at space is funny. I enjoy that.
Nico says, with space travel almost reaching commercial status, would you go for a ride?
How? It can't. It violates the second law of thermodynamics, mate. Also note that SpaceX, the X is part of the 666 sign.
Yeah.
The mark of the beast, just to let you know.
I reposted the link if we want to use it.
Awesome.
I just keep it so it doesn't go away.
Awesome.
So we can look at. We can just open it up and check it out at some point.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because it's the archaic. Yeah, because it's the cult of the crucified. There we go.
And it says God in the red, I think.
Step.
Ooh. Step.
Yeah, commercials all the time.
Scholars have long known that there are over 40 different writers whose writings survive from the ancient world, the 1st century AD.
Yeah, there's a lot of ancient writings and things. Oh, it's his normal speed. I thought it was slow.
He does that on purpose. But he doesn't speak that slow all the time. It's just when he want to make a slow
have to
point.
subscribe to him.
He's been
They lived at this time.
Yeah. What about the show on the 2,000-year history of Christianity? Richard, I think that's a brilliant subject. You guys agree?
What was that? Sorry.
The history of Christianity, the 2,000-year history of Christianity.
That'd be pretty good. Yeah, definitely. That's a good suggestion.
There's a lot of stuff like that on AKX too. You know, going into where things come from. I think this guy Jason Braziers would be the most he would be the best one to go through history with.
I think we should just go back to what it was originally called in the beginning. Followers of the Way.
I agree. Yeah, followers of the way. Yeah, I think that's a good one to do. Do some history on Christianity. And this archaics thing, I think it'd be quite cool.
Yeah, because there would be a lot of facts, even if people likes it or not, you know. And you know, we can still go check out those things we don't agree with and see if there's other sources for.
Yeah, because definitely people don't agree with everything, so that's also true.
Yeah.
I think we should check out all the other gospels and stuff like that, you know, like Thomas, and you know, do like a show like that. Checking out like the apocryphy or whatever we call it.
Yeah.
Like, I was wondering if we just took a minute or two of listening to him, so people get like a feeling of what this is.
Okay.
time.
I
Not
thought
one of
we were
these
ending the show, that's why I pushed it fast.
Let's see.
authors ever mentioned Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, the Synoptic Gospels. In fact, the very first mention of the Gospels was 125 years after the events they depict.
Yeah, because the Bible's authors, more than, remember, there's a whole bunch of different authors.
They started writing it to about 60 to 80 years after Jesus
Yeah,
died.
exactly. And remember, there's only a specific amount of people that could read and write.
Exactly.
So it makes sense. Because
But
how
still,
they did,
lifetime, you
Yeah.
still would have people that met Jesus. They still would have been old enough.
remember how they did things in those times. They had scribes, so
Yeah.
they were very educated people that did the writings for them. So and it was done on papyrus and things. So it took a while, and scrolls. So they had to actually go and get someone to do the writings for them, and it took years
Mm-hmm.
to do those writings for them because it was just in Hebrew at that time. So it's much more complicated than what it would just be like English. Let's quickly write the essay kind of thing. You know what I mean? So it makes sense that the timelines worked out that way. But yeah, as you said, they were still alive, so they were able to actually give the story behind it.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a collection of the sayings of Jesus and another collection of old letters called the Apostolicon.
Mm-hmm.
God, that's what I'm on
I don't know if you guys heard of the I think it was the silver text or something. I'm trying to think, it's something with the silver, where they believe it was also ancient writings or whatever. But it's
Right.
weird how there's always different ancient writings appearing everywhere out of nowhere. And then they want you to figure out which one to take, which one not.
These are what made up.
Yeah. No, I was just going to say that this guy's job, what he does is, take everything he can find on the subjects and, find the times and the dates and, try to figure the timeline kind of thing out, put it together in the right way.
But I think it would be interesting to go through and see.
The
Everything.
original and first gospel. It's called the Gospel of Marcion.
Marcion.
And the Christian world doesn't want you to know this history.
I want to know where he gets that information though.
And he probably means the Catholic world mostly, I guess.
Yeah, I think we'll definitely do a video on this. You guys want to do a video on this sometime?
Yeah, it looks alright.
I think it'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in
And
those
he's
days,
not pushing the globe. He's not pushing the globe. He doesn't want to call himself anything like that. He believes more that it's some kind of closest thing we can say is the world is some kind of simulation. But that's the only word we got that kind of fits what he means, But he says it's definitely not a globe.
Mm-hmm.
And he rocks more with the flat version than the globe. But he don't want to say it's any of them because of the simulation thing. But it's definitely not a globe. So he's more on our side on that as well. It's definitely a plane, he says.
Oh yeah, stationary plane for sure.
I don't think he understands foreshortening. I heard him in another video the other day. He doesn't. There was one thing that he wondered about why the sun, when it goes away from you, how it's not always on top of the clouds. How does it seem to go under the clouds? It shouldn't do that. So I think that's the foreshortening thing, right?
Well, looking at Dave McKeegan's latest video as well, I don't think he understands what foreshortening is either.
No, so I think you could even get him, I don't know if he's doing the shows with flat. He's not so much into doing flat Earth stuff because of the fight, and he's not really on any of the sides completely, but he's mostly on. He says it is a plane, even in the world view he has. So
yeah. Okay, well, guys, I think it's time to end the stream. I'd say, I think it's okay. It will be quite cool to go through as well. And like I said, we're also going to do some Bro Sanchez stuff, like you said. And then, obviously, the history of Christianity, I think would be awesome. I'd actually like to do a different religions, a history of different religions, like Christianity,
Yeah, why
Muslim,
not?
Hinduism.
That'd be good.
We should start with the Torah.
Yeah, definitely the Torah. Well, if you realize, the Torah is actually like a root of quite a few religions.
Yes, it is indeed.
Mm.
Yeah.
The Torah is the most interesting if we to start on. It's a good base.
Definitely. So I'm going to say thanks for coming, guys. Really appreciate you all coming. Simulation theory is a deception to further. I agree. There's no simulation theory. I don't believe in the simulation theory.
Yeah, but it's not like we're talking about somebody's backyard computer or whatever. We're not talking about it like that. And if you were living inside a computer right now, you wouldn't know because everything would be as it is. You wouldn't have a clue. So however we look at it, spiritual computer or someone's backyard computer, it's a computer scenario. Like everything is quantum universe and all this. It's still the same. We wouldn't know. We wouldn't know what we were in. It could be, but I don't know if it's just a computer in another world that's a little better than this one, and or maybe we are in the same world. They locked us in under a big ass dome, and they are up there, and they're giant. We have no idea. It could be so many things.
You just have to go
But
find.
it's all interesting.
You just have to find the oracle, okay?
Yeah, and as long as you got a lot of true information in the end,
Yeah. Don't try to bend the spoon. That's impossible. Instead, only try to realize the truth. The big spoon.
So yeah, thanks all for coming. Really appreciate you guys. Yeah, maybe a multi-part series, Ritable. Appreciate all the support from you guys. Please hit the like and share the show. I'm gonna stick that Roslyn video now in my description. Please go click on it and let him know I'd like to talk to him. I think that would be another exciting thing to do if we are able to talk to him about Bible scripture on does the Bible teach it flat or not.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that'll be quite a cool discussion. So yeah, thanks everyone.
All religions does actually. Or what you call religions. They all say it's a flat plane.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's a newly faked version. As
The
you
only
mentioned
the only
earlier.
religion that says it's not is the heliocentric religion.
That's it.
Yeah, which makes no sense.
Yeah. So thanks guys for coming. Really appreciate it. In other words, it's the atheistic religion that says no. Weird how that works. So thanks guys all for coming. Really appreciate all the support. Thank you for my new members. Thank you for everybody that does support me backstage. You guys rock. I'll see you all tomorrow night for another exciting stream. Adventure. So yeah, I really appreciate everybody. You guys rock. I'll see you all tomorrow then. Till tomorrow, may the pressure be with you. Cheers.
The first day. The first day.